I'm Dr. Tung Nguyen, and I'm a UCSF professor of medicine. I'm also an advisor on President Obama's Advisory Commission on Asian Americans and Pacific Islanders, or AAPIs. I also have 15 years of experience in doing public health research with AAPIs. My research has been focused on how to improve knowledge about health problems among Asian Americans and also how to help them get better care. We just recently finished a media campaign to promote hepatitis B screening among Vietnamese Americans in Northern California. And what we found was that media materials has a strong effect on getting people to go get tested for hepatitis B. Asian Americans constitute the fastest growing racial group in the United States, with a growth rate nearly 50% in the last 10 years. 1 out of 7 Californians is Asian American, and 1 out of 3 San Franciscan is Asian American. Asian Americans have significant health disparities, including hepatitis B, liver cancer, cancer screening, diabetes and cardiovascular disease, and mental health. There are about 350 million people in the world infected with chronic hepatitis B. There are about 1.2 to 2 million Americans who have chronic hepatitis B. And while the rate of chronic hepatitis B among non-Hispanic whites are less than 1%, about 1 in 10 Asian Americans have chronic hepatitis B. This means that in a city the size of San Francisco, with about 300,000 Asians, there are about 30,000 people who are infected with chronic hepatitis B. Hepatitis B can lead to a lot of problems, particularly liver failure and liver cancer. Liver cancer is a particularly deadly disease. Asian Americans in general have a rate of liver cancer that's about 3 times that of non-Hispanic whites, but some Asian American groups such as Koreans, Vietnamese, Cambodians, Laotians have liver cancer rates at about 5 to 10 times that of non-Hispanic whites. The main way that hepatitis B is spread among Asian Americans is when an infected mother passes it to the baby at the time of birth. So many AAPIs do not even know they have hepatitis B. The other ways that hepatitis B is transmitted is through sex or bodily fluids such as blood, or through objects that have been contaminated with bodily fluids such as toothbrushes, razors, and needles. There is a vaccine that can protect you against hepatitis B. There's also a simple blood test that will tell you whether or not you have hepatitis B so that you can be treated and monitored appropriately. However, studies have shown that about 1 out of 3 to 1 out of 2 Asian Americans have not been tested for hepatitis B. San Francisco Hep B Free is a community program led by the Department of Public Health, Asian Week Foundation, and many partners including UCSF to reach out to the community through the media and outreach, as well as to provide free screening. Through the UCSF Clinical and Translational Sciences Institute, we have also been working with the Department of Public Health, Asian Week Foundation, and many healthcare organizations to ensure that Asian Americans are tested appropriately in doctors' offices and those who are infected are appropriately treated through a program called the San Francisco Hep B Quality Improvement Collaborative.